We have to study ecosystem. Now, what is ecosystem? First, we have to see its definition. Then, we have to look some concepts included in the ecosystem, and then after we will study various types of ecosystems. Now, what is ecosystem? Firstly, ecosystem is composed of, or it is made up from, community plus its environment. Community plus its environment. They both are the components of ecosystem. Now, the living organisms, they form the community, and such a community is interacting. The living forms are interacting among themselves. There are two types of interactions: interspecific and intraspecific interactions that we had already studied in previous topics. And such interactive or interactions which occur among themselves, and they have functional relationship with their non-living environment, and such a system is called as ecosystem. Okay, simply this ecosystem has basic, ecosystem can be defined as it is a basic structural and functional unit of ecology. Okay, basic structural and functional unit of ecology is called ecosystem. That we have to study various types of ecosystem, in which ecosystem is a structural unit of ecology, and it is also a functional unit of ecology, and it comprises various types of interactions that occurs in between organisms and with the environment, and it also involves flow of energy and cycles of various nutrient materials that all comprised in the ecosystem. Now we will see some basic concepts of ecosystem one by one. Now first concept, it is the ecosystem mainly consists of two types of components: biotic components and abiotic components. Here biotic components are living things, living organisms, plants, animals, etc., and various abiotic components that we already studied in previous topics like temperature, etc. Now these both components, they are considered here the basic structural and functional units of nature, and they are termed as ecosystem. Here discrete biological units consist of populations and communities, and it also includes biomes. Each population occupies a specific niche, a unique functional position with respect to other organisms with which it interacts. Okay. Each population have its own niche. Niche is a term which does includes habitat as well as its position in the ecosystem or ecology. Okay, that animals niche, it also includes animals role in nature, whether they are producers or consumers or decomposers, etc. Okay, it is the concept of ecosystem. Now next concept, there exists a varying degree of positive, negative, or even neutral interactions among organisms. Okay, here interactions occurs in between organisms. Like these are two types of interactions, interspecific and intraspecific. These interactions, when interactions occurs in between same type of species or same type of organisms, then it is called as intraspecific. When it occurs with another or different type of organisms species, then such interactions are called as interspecific interactions that we will see. That interactions also determine among abiotic parameters and the degree of success of particular population has within a given habitat. Okay, which population will successfully survive in nature is decided by such type of interactions. Now, population ecologists study interactions at population as well as community levels. That interactions we have to study at both levels, at population level or community levels. When they study competition, it occurs usually between populations from same trophic level. Okay. And when they study prey-predation type of interactions, then they have to study between members of adjacent trophic levels like producers and primary consumers. These are prey-predation like interactions. Here, successive trophic level interactions require. When primary consumers or herbivorous organisms, they are at second trophic level, then prey predation mechanism or prey predation study interactions, it includes another level, that is primary carnivorous, okay, or first carnivorous. In this way, it is a concept, another concept included in ecosystem. Then next concept, there are involved energetics for every ecosystem. For the efficient running of ecosystem, every ecosystem, it requires energy. And we know that sun is the ultimate source of energy on the earth. From that sun, we get radiant energy, and that radiant energy is captured by primary producers and it's stored in the molecules in the form of chemical bonds, and then this energy is available for all other living organisms or animals at successive trophic levels. Okay, and this flow of energy is unidirectional. That is, when that energy pass from producers to consumer, that is herbivorous, then the energy does not get reverse back. In this way, energy has unidirectional flow, or simply we can say that it is a non-cyclic flow. Okay. Then we will see another concept, the chemical components of ecosystem. Here various chemical components, nutrients, etc., they move in a defined cycles called as biogeochemical cycles. Within the ecosphere, biological systems frequently regulate the rate of movement of such cycling of chemicals. These chemicals move from biotic component to abiotic component, and then from abiotic component to biotic component. Such a cyclic flow continues. It is called as biogeochemical cycles. It is also one of the aspects of study of ecosystems. Then next, every living organisms it is governed by limiting factors. Its growth is controlled by various limiting factors. For success in growth and reproduction, with a particular habitat, every organism it requires essential factors from the environment, and the success of such organisms is limited by the deficiencies in substances or conditions, and also by excess of these factors they may affect such living organisms. Here they require or they have two levels, minimum and maximum. The availability of minimum amount of such limiting factors is called as minimum tolerance level, and they can tolerate such factors up to a certain higher limit. It is called as maximum tolerance level. Below the minimum tolerance level, the organisms cannot survive, and above the tolerance level, they also does not survive or they may get harmed. Then another, we have to study different kinds of populations undergo successions one by one as time passes. Therefore, such a phenomenon is called as ecological succession. It is also a part of ecosystem. In ecosystem, it undergo orderly process of change with time, passing from a less complex to a more complex state, and this process involves not only change in species compositions but also change in physical environment of community. And first community, it is called as pioneer community, and the last stage of that succession, it results in the climax community. Okay. And these are the various concepts included in the study of ecosystem.